Hey, how's it going? Welcome to this video on looking at price action for this day, kind of analyzing what happened. And our goal here is to kind of talk about actually where Bitcoin's kind of going. We lost some key levels that near into this week, and let me go ahead and take a look at them with, or you actually can take a look at them with me, and I'll show you kind of where things are at and where things could be here in the near future. It would be nice actually if we kind of come down and start seeing these levels. We talked about this in the past. Yes, or the last video that we were going through was we need to hold these levels. And today I want to show you that they didn't hold, but yeah, what's it look like? That way you can start training your eye, developing yourself out. That's the goal of trading. We've talked about running this as a business and making sound decisions when you purchase your trade, right? Just like if you're going to be going into that house or whatever it may be and doing that task for somebody, you just never know what can happen while you're there, and you end up maybe losing more money on that project than you thought. That's kind of how trading is, but obviously you know what you're doing in that house, you know the highest probability, you know the outcome. That's what we're doing here as well. So let's go ahead and get into price action, take a look at the key levels that we lost, where it could be going now that we have lost them, and some things that really price is pushing for and we need to watch out for in the next couple days. So let's jump on over to our charts here. We're on the 5-minute, but let's actually go out to the 15-minute here. And you can see this is where the system actually played out today if you're using our levels and going that route. You can see here on the chart is the 7:30 candle, Central Standard Time, and then we had the 8:30 candle, which was when the exchange opened up. Got some weird energy. It did pop up out of this area. All our indicators and everything said that it was going down, and this was the breakdown area right here on that 30-minute low and the breakdown trigger. This was our trade. Once it's actually, you gotta get past this first 30 minutes Central Standard Time, so that's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time when the New York Stock Exchange opens up. 15-minute candle, we kind of stay away from the market. Then it started to print up like it was going to go up, kind of that fake out, right? Then it came down pretty fast. So technically you would want to enter after you get closed on the breakout, which would have been this candle, and then you could have got into this area right here. Now this did come back up, and that would have been the perfect entry. So this is what you'd be kind of looking at if you just got in somewhere in here. You could have got in if you waited a little better right here. And then it went ahead and traded down, which typically we're always looking for at least target 1. You can see it came down and didn't quite make it there. And then we're kind of coming into the end of the day. It's kind of grinding through this Thursday. It didn't really want to drop very hard. Then we started to come back up. It did come up pretty fast and pretty hard. It didn't come out to take your stop out. And that's kind of what you're waiting for. Now, you might be sitting like here going thinking, hey, I don't know if I want to stay in this. If you were in it, that's a smart move, and a very good strategy that we look for is once you're in it, so this is where you roughly would have got in. When you broke back above the 200, you would have exited, which would have been right here in the morning of the day, which you wouldn't be able to get this drop. For some reason, if you didn't get out this first drop, then you would have got out definitely right here. You can see that we gained back up into this area, and now we're starting to push back up, but we hit some major resistance right here. We're also hitting some pretty strong resistance right down here. So you're seeing this range right now. It's getting very tight. 68,200 is a very tight range. The reason why I'm saying that this is tight because the price action's fought in this area recently while it's trying to break down. Now, we know the 70,200 range has been a pretty strong area. If I go back out to that 15, you can see that we've been talking about it. You can even see that I was trading it through here and talking about it with you. We had lost it down in this area before, which that's right at the end of the week, last week. And we went through the weekend and came into Monday, and then price action ripped back up. Everybody thought this was going to fall here. Definitely had already said that it wanted to go down to these lower areas. And we all started to think, okay, well, if you couldn't take it back here at the end of last week, more than likely we're actually out of the rough waters. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 1 hour during that time. We needed to get back above this 200. You can see we actually started to play with it, lost it, started to get back above it. We started to get pretty excited here because we were getting above all the key levels. And when you go out in that 4 hour, which we talked about, the 200 is right here. And we were above it, and we were above the 21. So when that happens, Yeah, that's all bullish. That's actually saying, hey, the longer time frames want to start going in the right direction here. Overall, though, it didn't hold, right? It started to break down once we lost the 200 on the 4 hour. We lost the 21 pretty quick. Then we lost the 200 pretty quick. We did get the breakdown. You can see it kind of back tested right here on this 4 hours. So we lost it here in within the 8 hour. We still have about 38 minutes here on this current candle, and we're still below that 200. Everything's kind of showing rolling over. The exponential moving averages is just tight and has never really got back with any energy. The 1 hour as well, we already got the pull down from earlier into last night, into the early morning. We got the drawdown. We fought in this area, and then you can see the 1 hour broke down as well. Everything is coming down on the price action. That's all bearish. Now, the 21 has crossed through the 200. That's bearish. Now, the only thing the 4 hour doesn't have at this point is that 21 crossing through that 200. And this move may have already been in play by the time you decide to make that decision. We definitely are looking for that 65,000 right now. With this, we have to kind of look at that bearish attitude. But we could look at the 8 hour and kind of work our way up. Well, it's rolling over. Everything is rolling over. Again, you're about ready to get the 30 exponential moving average across to the 50. That's another sign of bearish. You're underneath the 21 and the 200 as well on the 8 hour. That's bearish as well. Price action tried to hold it here, or tried to get hold by the 21. It didn't. It rolled over. Now it's crashing as well. So everything's rolling over. The 22 hour came up and started to flatten out like we were going to grind up. We've talked about this. The 22 hour kind of bleeds into the daily. We needed to see this hold like it was. It was getting very nice. If we could get this breakout like we needed, just like we marked up here, that would have been bonus for the daily to show that it was going to run. We obviously did it in one candle today in this 22 hour. Yeah, we already did it in one candle. We broke down. We got the 30 to cross through the 50 on the exponential. You have the 21 coming back over, and it's going to start coming down hard on price action. Again, that's bearish because you're underneath the 21 and the 200 already on the longer time frame. And then you got the daily. It did the exact same thing you see on that 22 hour already too. It crossed through the 21. We needed this to hold, and now it looks like we're going to go on down and start to test these 4 areas. Now, the market has been calling 60,000. Are we going to go there? It was getting harder. We all wanted it to, I'll tell you. But I mean, really, when you really take a look at this thing, price action's kind of been, this was the hard run. So I always kind of have a hard time marking that because there's a lot of energy in that buy, but this was kind of that quiet push up and down, found key levels, and we are sitting right on that zone right now. If this thing loses this current pattern, I mean, you got 3 points of contact here. You definitely know it's going to start to come down and test these core levels. A lot of people, like our system right now, is calling out the 65 600 level. That's a little bit probably above really the target zone, which is down below that a little bit. So you're definitely looking at that 65,000 range, somewhere down in there that it's looking for right now. Now, if that doesn't kind of hold it, we definitely could see it come back down into the 60,000 range, which actually would not be a bad thing either, because then it would make this lower area off of this and really start to show some strong strength in the daily. So that would be nice. I know it'd freak a lot of people out, but let's be real here, right? Let's really start looking at the levels. Let's be smart traders and make smart decisions. So we've been talking about it. That's why I've been pointing it out, to try to show you, like, we have to maintain these levels in order to go bullish or bearish. And I'm showing you right now that those levels have been lost, and now we're grinding back down. So you can see even on the daily, it had a push up. It rejected right here in this core area and just opened, and there it came right back down. So it tried to spike up through here. Now you are looking at a head and shoulder pattern here on the daily. This is in major support areas, so that's even more impactful. And so, yeah, you're just things are not looking grand at all, and it definitely is calling, down for this area. And if you're saying, well, man, I want to be careful here. I want to make sure I'm buying the best spot, or I want to get a long, I'm bullish, and this guy talking right now is crazy. Okay, I'll agree with you 100%. When that 4 hour gets back above this 200 and gets a close, I'll start to flip back and start saying, okay, well, we're going to do the yo-yo then. We're going to go back up. Let's see if we can break out of this core area up here. As of right now, it's getting this is a lot more strength up here, and there's less down below. So we're sitting right here in that core area right now, here on the 4 hour. Now the 1 hour already kind of tried to run up today. It is getting weak, and you do have the 21, like I said, cross. It's coming down on price action, so this could start to break down. We could start finding some support down in these areas, and we could get a bounce back up. But really, it's just saying it's going to get a bounce, go back up to major resistance again, and break down, and so on and so forth. Nice thing about shorts, though, when they go quick. So you don't always get those bounces back up. Like, we're kind of running out of steam on this, so it's kind of like the floor drops out. You drop a lot faster, so you don't have it because gravity's pulling you down. This price action could easily just start going very quickly and find the level we're looking at, and yeah, it's just kind of it is how it is. So hopefully that helps you out with looking at levels and really looking at that 1 hour. Like I said, if we can get back above the 21, the 200, get that 21 across this 200 on the 1 hour, then we can get back bullish. Same thing happens with that 4 hour. Let's start getting bullish again, start looking at some higher levels and some bigger support. Hopefully I've already kind of told you what those are. You're looking at them right now on this chart. You know, you're looking at basically the 72,200, looking around 71,000 is where we've been breaking into. And then we have some strong support down here at 68,200. Once we lose that 68,200, I don't see us really holding very strong at that point. Now, there is a little bit down below that around 67, but those are all some of those key levels that we need to either it needs to bounce and hold in those levels, then we can go look at the higher levels, or we lose those levels and it breaks down. Hopefully that's cut and dry. I hate the wishy-washy that you hear a lot of traders. They can't just tell you. Hopefully that kind of gives you an idea. I'm not saying it's going to be long or short. That's not smart, and you shouldn't listen to anybody that does tell you that. Somebody should be telling you the levels. Either does this or it does this. When it does that, then you know where it's going to go. If it breaks down from here at 68,200, then it's going to go down. If it gets above back, if it holds that support there and starts to show that it's going to hold, then it's going to go back up. It's going to take out the upper area. That's just trading. So then if it breaks out of this top area, then we know it's going to start to go up and look for higher levels. So it's pretty cut and dry. So hopefully other people start to explain it to you that way. That way you can help trade and learn how to read charts for yourself and look for that kind of stuff when you're in the chart. So let's go ahead and dig into the 15-minute today. We talked about it a little bit already of getting in. Of course, when it ripped back up, that could have been a second entry. Could have been actually a little bit better for you because going back into that 1 hour, you might not have got it on the spike here because this could have easily ran up and started catching the 21 at the time. The 21 was way up here, obviously. Now it's starting to grind and past this level, which now it's kind of confirming it a lot more that it's bearish. So that would have been a great entry. So if you were looking at like this now and saying, hey, I want to get into this, yeah, you can still get in it now. And the nice thing is this is just a little bit stronger on the chart. And right now you could set your target right down here on target 3. You could be conservative and set it up higher if you want. I mean, it's still 3-1 on this drop right now. So we'll kind of have to see where it goes. We still haven't fully got into a bear flag. On the shorter time frames, they've already flagged out and broke. But like I said, shorts, when they go, they're gone. So it's getting weaker and weaker by the hour. So this could grind back up and test this upper area again with this 21 here. But as time goes on, it's just getting weaker and weaker. And when this snaps, it's going to go pretty quick. So yeah, right now we're testing the 68,680 level. If we want to get down into that 68,200, that's right down here in the bottom of this last wick that we just tested, right? Wicked right through and came right back up. But definitely the bulls did not pull it very hard, and now we're headed right back in that area. So you could be more conservative if you wanted and got it even lower. You could run your stop down a little bit lower at that point too, because we're looking at the 1 hour. You could be a little more aggressive in that space once this crosses through and shows it's going to break. So really what you're doing is you're kind of just drawing this on the charts, and then you're kind of taking this upper area and flagging it and saying, okay, that's my 1 hour flag. Let's see if we can get the breakdown on this. And that's what we're looking at. Now, this could be a little bit further back, you know, if it grinds out in here, and it could snap around, right? But yeah, once it kind of breaks this level, yeah, we're probably going to see it good. So we'll go from there. But alrighty, I'll leave you with that, guys. Enjoy the ride down, I will say at this point. Hopefully you can make some sound decisions and get in to the charts and be on that roller coaster, and put some capital in your pocket if you choose to. I'm definitely, like I said, I am leaning pretty strong bearish right now due to what's going on in the charts. Now, again, I'll flip back around if it hits these core levels like I was talking about here. But until then, this is definitely pushing in that direction pretty hard. All right, guys, I'll go ahead and leave you with it, and we'll check you on the next video. Like and subscribe. Put any comments if you have them, for questions, comments, whatever you want to do. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what my level should have been. Tell me that you're bullish. Tell me you're bearish. Tell me you don't even know. It's up to you. The more you talk, the more we interact, and the more excited we get to be in the space with everybody. So we'll see you then. All right, guys, take care.